Pandas. Pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. Back doing what we love most. With the community we love most. The Panda Clan. The Pan Clan. What a push up. What a push up. What are we getting here? Interesting. What a monster push up. Okay. Didn't expect that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to jump in on this. We'll see. North Fork. New Apex, new us. Yes, Apex totally revamped everything. Goodness gracious, they made their website look terrible. What is this trash? This looks terrible. Anyways. Get 85% off. 85% off. I'll take that. We'll take that. 85% off. Let's see here. BBM 85% off Apex. If you didn't know, Apex, they revamped a lot of stuff. Essentially, they got rid of every product they used to have. Which is a little bit insane to think about. But yes, they did. They removed every product that they used to have, and they replaced them with different products, new products. All new products. Absolutely ridiculous. All new products on Apex. I'm curious. So the thing is, like, if you have the old stuff, if you still have the old products, then you can keep using them. But they have a bunch of new products, and honestly, they're a bit confusing because they have like multi-phases, which is which honestly just makes it just like Top Step almost. Except you can have 20 accounts. The 20 accounts thing is the big thing. So now you get you have some options to get the end of day trail and then intraday trail. So they have two different products now, and they only have 150k accounts. They don't have 300k accounts anymore. 150k is the highest it goes. So yeah, they have a lot of new rules. I'm gonna have to review them, but essentially, let's see here. Let's go to their website and just read what they say, because most of the stuff will be there, I think. Yeah. So you can do intraday. I feel like most of you guys would want to do end of day. You have a daily loss limit of $500 on the 50. Let's see, 50k accounts. 50k accounts is probably most popular still. And you get a daily loss limit on $1,000. And it makes sense, right? That's the daily loss limit you want if you're trading with a 50k account with $2,000 threshold. $1,000 daily loss limit is fair. And it's not intraday. So you just have from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, and you can lose $1,000 per day. And I'm not sure how interesting. I'm not sure how the daily loss limit works. I'm guessing it's if you reach it, then they just stop your trading for the day. And then you have the next day to go ahead. If you hit unrealized, right, $1,000. We got second entry long here. I'm gonna go for it. It's floating midair. I don't like that at all. It's floating in midair. I don't like that at all, but we're gonna go for it anyways here. Second entry long. Makes a new high. It almost makes a 1-to-1. We're going to just go for the scalp here real quick. We hold. Look for a scalp here if we can get it. It's teasing us. Another push up. This could be strong. Let's actually raise it a little bit. Because now you get a retest, right, of the break even. Okay, we don't get what we wanted. We don't get what we really wanted here. Nice strong push to the upside. Okay, might get it now. Going sideways. Plenty of bars overlapping here. I need to see this close above here, and we're good. Yep, we're Gucci. We're keeping this. Hold. Hold. Just hold. Lots of overlapping bars here. Got 5 overlapping bars.
Target filled.
Easy peasy. TPT accounts. So that money's in the bank. That money is in the bank. So Apex now, if a lot of you guys don't like a lot of you guys don't like the trailing threshold of Apex, or a lot of platforms have them really. Let me see how I'm still whether daily loss limits of force on your front. Okay, that makes sense. I'm curious on how the daily loss limit works though, because I never traded a daily loss limit. Like with a prop firm, like already implemented. Let's see how the daily loss limit works. Daily loss limit, like, do they just hard stop? Okay, daily loss limit explained. Here we go. It limits how much you can lose on one day. Okay, cool. Yeah, very cool. Actually, it's helpful. The thing about this, ironic thing about this, is that it may backfire on them, and people may become super profitable this way. So it basically limits how much money you can lose in one day, and it's a daily loss limit. So, and the trailing threshold is end of day. Okay, I mean, they're kind of giving you what you want. Not too bad. The biggest nerf on these accounts is the contract sizes that you can trade. The 50K accounts, the most you can trade is 4 contracts. Right, 4 contracts. It's pretty small, if you ask me. I sometimes trade 6 contracts. Like, I would trade up to 6 contracts sometimes, even with minis, especially if I'm trailing up. 4 contracts is pretty small. Oh, sorry. 6 contracts. It's actually 6 contracts. Not too shabby. What? I think they might have messed up on this website. What? No, they didn't. That's silly. It's weird. So the 50K account, on the performance account, the max they allow you to trade is 4 contracts. What about the 150Ks? The max you can trade is performance account. You can trade up to 10 minis. So the 150Ks are basically the new 50Ks. Let's see. And they're very cheap right now. $39.70, basically 90% off right now. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. It's new. It's all new. So, is it for the better? We have to wait and see. From the looks of it, It's not too bad. It's honestly not too bad. The best part about it is that I think they got rid of all the stuff like MAA rules. They got rid of the negative consistency rules. They only have a 50% consistency rule where you can't make more than 50% of your profits in one day before payouts. And I think that is probably the best part about it because so many people are getting destroyed by the MA rule. And that is probably for me, the biggest stumbling block for most people. The negative 30% consistency rule. And they're getting rid of it, which is, I think, the plus. That's probably the biggest win in all of this. No, I would say that might be equal to the win of the daily drawdown. Daily drawdown is massive. It's pretty nice. Right, that means you can swing trade. You can swing trade without reservation. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Heard you on that. BPCF. I lowered it. Let me know if it's still too high. Let me ask the polls. Let me ask you guys. I honestly think this wants one more push down. It looks like it wants one more push down. You basically have this trend line working like this. So I'm not going long here. It looks like it wants one more push down to break and test this low here. Or it wants to test this low. That's what it feels like. It might not do it, but that's what it feels like it wants to do. It could be wrong. It could be trading range and come back up here. By the way, there's news at 10, pandas. There's news at 10. 100% of people think the mic is just right. Perfect. With four votes. 75% now. Sorry. Can't make everyone happy. You know what's crazy? You can change the volume on your end. Isn't that crazy? Oh, like I said, it wanted to test this low. And testing the low, it is trying to do. Didn't quite get there. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't go long here, so maybe with a lower high, I'll consider this. Because I think he wants to test this low here. I truly think he wants to test this low, okay? Whoops. Whoops. I guess not. I tried, pandas. I mean, the lower high. I thought I wanted to test the low. I didn't get there. Trading range right now. Trading range created in the trading range. Double trading range here. News at 10. Don't forget news at 10. We could be bouncing around to that. I mean, if you want to, I'll try this. I don't love it. Ooh, yeah, I definitely don't want to do it now. Do I? Let me try. Okay, signal bar. I'll try to go short here. Come back to the bottom of trading range. Can't be too low. Aye, look how big that bar got. Nice strong bear bar though, ending near its low. Nice strong bear bar ending on its low. Okay. Big bear bar. It's like the last second it's changing its shape. Okay. Decent push up. We're sitting on our pause here. Probably wait for news. top right of your screen, you can see top right of your screen. You can see what time frame I'm using. The reason why I trade a 500 tick, it might sound crazy to you, but it's actually the safest time frame because your ATR is like actually somewhat reasonable, or your average true range of each bar is just around what I want for a scalp. I mean, this is gonna push up, isn't it? It's gonna fill the gap. There's a weekly gap here by the Globex. There's a Globex session gap that we most likely will fill. You probably want to break up to the upside here. We can try. We can try. We can surely try. Right now, we're just inside this trading range. Bouncing on the top of it. 2 bear bars coming down. Creating a second entry long. Perhaps. The problem with this second entry long is... Darn it. The problem with this second entry long... Okay, we don't get it. Or not yet, at least. We don't get a second pullback. There it is. The problem is, even though it's coming off the trend line and 20 EMA, 2 key areas, is that it's bouncing on the top of a trading range, which makes it difficult. So this is a place where you skip second entry longs, unfortunately. Even if it works out beautifully, it's just hard to take because of the context. All right, we're in trading range. We're top of it. You don't want to go long on the top of a trading range. All right. All right. Second entry long. Decent signal bar too. But like I said, top of trading range makes it difficult just to go long here. Unless you want to trade a breakout. Then it could be a decent breakout. Typically when you look for a breakout, it's 2 closes above the trading range. And then a pullback, right? If you can get one. Okay, makes a new high. Fair enough. Not a 1-to-1 yet. Okay, there's a 1-to-1. So a second entry long does work out in your favor. Just again, difficult to take because of context. Like, I need to make a move. I need to make a trade to fill this gap. It's like, it wants to fill, in my opinion. This gap really wants to fill. In what manner is a question. I do not know. Yeah. Another second entry long coming here. Notice only one close, one bull close above the range. Oh boy. We got news in 10 minutes too. Why must you do this to me? We got news in 10 minutes as well. Ugly looking signal bar. Why you gotta do this to me? I'm skipping it. Why are you doing this to me? I'm skipping it. I want to skip it to be able to say, what a good skip. What a gosh darn good skip I did. That's why I want to skip it. But could just be a bad miss here. Bad skip here. Who knows? It's just an ugly ugly signal bar. It didn't give me the 2 closes I wanted above the trading range. It gave me 1 bull close. Makes it feel like there's still limit order traders here. Knocking this back down. Okay, now we get strong bull. Okay, reverses immediately. Like I said, limit orders. It just feels like a lot of limit orders stacking up here. We shall see. Just hanging out. News in 10 minutes. The news is like semi good news or high impact news. It's not, to me, the ISM numbers are not like particularly strong or consistent, let's say. Now, sometimes they're very strong. It's just not consistently strong. It's ISM manufacturing PMI. It's just not consistently strong. It can move the markets pretty strong, but it's just not consistently strong. TPT accounts, here we go. I should be back on Apex and back on my $1 million challenge soon. It's taking some time, but I think by hopefully tomorrow I'll be back on it. We'll see though. We'll see. Some of you guys still think it's too high, huh? Okay. Well, check, 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 check. All right, let's try this. The second entry long here. I want to fill the gap up here, but this looks like it's coming back into our trading range. Looks like a failed breakout. Like I said, 2 closes above this high. I couldn't get it. We couldn't get it here. And it tried again, but yeah, wasn't pretty. A lot of limit orders. A lot of limit orders here. Clearly trading range at the moment. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I may take a trade off the bottom of this trading range here. Give me some sort of signal bar that I can trade off here, and I shall try. Very confusing. Trying to get to the bottom of trading range. Tate says, so no 300K. Yep. They got rid of them. They probably did our analysis and found out all the scamming and scheming were happening on the 300K account, so they just got rid of it. Yeah, Apex completely changed everything, guys. And here's some highlights. Here are the highlights here. I'll tell you the pros and cons right now. You can get it all at one time. I'll do it at 10 o'clock. I'll tell you Apex update here at 10 o'clock. It's like the news, breaking news. I'll tell you all my thoughts. Still, you know, my thoughts are not final, but my initial thoughts on what Apex is offering here and what they've changed. 10 o'clock. Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news at 10 o'clock. I'm expecting a new low. Right, we made a new high. I'm expecting a new low here. I'm expecting to test this low here. That's where I wanted to see it come down to. News in 5 minutes. News most likely will cause this market to go upwards because it wants to fill this gap. That's my thought, but we'll see. News at 10. Apex replied to said they won't let you use your indicator. That is unfortunate. I do I do appreciate though, Weil, that the fact that you asked them, you waited for a long time, and yeah. From what I understand, can you purchase them in batches now? Let me see. Let me try to purchase one right now. Huh? Huh. Didn't work. Oh, it's weird. Let me try again. All right, I cannot even get in. I can't even purchase it right now. Let me try this one. I think their website's busted. I can't purchase anything right now. I can't purchase anything right now. While gonna short here, gonna risk all my money. All right. Forget the yo long. It's a yo short. Still a gap above that needs to be filled. I think it wants to fill. Also think it wants to test this low here. I would like to test the low before the news. I would like that, but we'll see what happens. News in about 4 minutes here. It looks heavy. It looks like it wants to go to the downside. All right, we got lower highs. Lower highs. Let's see if we get a new low, though. That's the thing. Getting choppy here. Getting very choppy. Curious to see what happens here. It's very choppy. I mean, we're in a trading range, so it's difficult to tell the direction of where we're going to go, in my opinion. We are trapped. We are inside a trading range. Your best bet is to buy near the bottom of the trading range, which is what people are doing right now. They're buying near the bottom, 30% of the trading range. I mean, obvious gap above, right? If you look, the Globex session had a huge gap at the open, and we may try to fill it here. News is a perfect catalyst to try to fill that gap, in my opinion. But it looks, price action wise, it looks like it wants another test. It wants a test at the bottom of this trading range. That's what it feels like. It's going to be hard to make a directional trade here on the news. But for me, I'll just wait for the news to actually just drop, and I'll take a trade off what I see after that. Okay. Seems to be pushing up. Seems to be pushing up. News in about 1 minute here. I guess it looks like it wants to fall. It truly looks like it wants to go to the downside. What can I say? That's what it looks like. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong here. "20 seconds till news. Let's see what happens. We'll trade off whatever happens after that." Okay, news did nothing. News did absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. There was news. And did nothing. No, we're still in this trading range, pandas. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. Let's see. Just hanging out now. Okay, push it downside. Like I said, looks like it wants to drop a little bit. Big bear bar. Could be reversed with a strong bull bar just because they're in trading range. Limit orders all down here. You can see that they bought here before. Now they're testing this low, which I thought they were going to do. Did we get there yet? I wanted to break this low. Unfortunately, we don't actually get there. Golly. Don't actually get there. Okay, we just get to the bottom trading range. Gets bought up. This may be the move where we push pretty strong to the upside. Let's see here. I thought we were going to test the low here, but I guess that's good enough. The bottom trading range was it. Again, we need 2 closes. Well, now the trading range kind of got bigger. But now we need 2 closes above here, in my opinion. Actually, let's see. Yeah, let's get 2 closes above here. Golly, look at that. Look at that bounce off the bottom range. Look at we need 2 closes above here. Just got 1 close. 2 closes in a row, actually. Difficult. Just going back and forth, back and forth. High or low? I'll try. Let's see. Nope. That ain't it. It needs to be a strong bull bar at bare minimum here. Nah, we'll wait. 2 bear bars. I should be going short here, actually. Get to bull bar. High or low? Having a tough time closing above this area now. Just watching. Okay, high or low here. Could be a nice push to the upside. I'm setting my pause because we're still inside our trading range. Hard to take that trade, but could push up. All right, let's see if we can get some motion here. Yikes. Ooh, okay. I'll get hit there. That's fine. All right, news. Apex news. Pros and cons. We finally got 2 closes above. That's why I tried it along. Apex news, pandas. Pros and cons. What should I start off with? Should I start off with the pros or should I start off with the cons? Okay, high or low here. I gotta kind of take my eyes off the chart for a little bit because there's a lot to talk about. So, if you don't know, Apex has revamped everything. They got basically all of their products that they had before, they got rid of them. They're gone. They are all gone. They're all gone. And now they have 2 new products. Completely got rid of all their products. But the thing is, if you already have them, it won't be affected. If you already have the products, then like the old products, like from last week, so basically from last week and before, then you can continue to trade them. And with their evals, you can continue to trade the evals. Doesn't matter. It's all the same. But what I mean by products, basically what they offer, right? The accounts, the evals you can buy, and the evals that turn into PAs. They got rid of all of those. They got rid of all those evals. That type of eval, and they replaced them. And the new site looks like ChatGPT. It does. I don't know who they hired to make this website, but it's pretty horrendous. All right, pandas. Here we go. We're gonna try it one more time. If we don't get it here, then it is what it is. And we don't get it here. Try one more time. Push up here. It looks like we're gonna get destroyed, but it's all good. So if you have any of their old products, basically, if you already have accounts with them, then okay. Let me instead of saying products, what I mean by they got rid of all their account types, right? All the account types you can buy, all the evals you can buy. They got rid of those, and they replaced them with new evals you can buy with different what characteristics or with different let's say parameters. Okay. So now the old products all were trailing stop losses. They all were trailing threshold. All the old products are trailing thresholds, and so anything that you made unrealized gains, your threshold will go up as you make gains throughout the day. The new products, they still have those, but they added a new product with end of day trailing drawdown. So you can make as much money throughout the day. It won't affect your threshold until the end of the day, and they only use the end of the day final account balance to calculate your threshold. Okay. All right, we're gonna hold this here. Another bull bar. I'm going long. I'm gonna add on to this position. Another bull bar. 1 second, pandas. A little busy here. A little busy. Okay, I think good enough. We'll try. Okay, that's not a bull bar. It's not a bull bar. We'll try. We'll hold. Come on. Push. Oh my god. Goodness, just wiped me out so quick. All right, anyways. It took me a break even, whatever. So the new, okay, so let me go pros and cons. Let me think. Cons first or pros first? Let me go over the pros, because I think the pros, well, you tell me, but I think the pros are more significant than the cons. I think they're more significant than the cons, at least for me. So, actually, okay. With that being said, then let me start with the cons first, because I think the pros are more significant. Let's end on like what's important, right? So, the cons. Here are some of the cons. The biggest con, I think, is that they lowered the contract sizes for every account. That's probably the biggest con that I've seen. Right? They lowered the max contract size you can trade per account type. So, for instance, the 50K account, you used to be able to trade 10 contracts with the 50K account. Now the max you can trade is 6 in the eval, but for the PA account, you can trade max 4 contracts. That's a big nerf. That's more than, they reduce it by more than half. They reduce the amount of accounts you can have by half. So to me, that's probably the biggest nerf. That's the 50K account. Most of you guys trade the 50K accounts. Another con, they got rid of the 300K accounts and the 250K accounts. The highest account now you can trade is the 150K account. And the max drawdown for the 150K account is $4,000 instead of $5,000. And for this one, you can trade max contracts for the eval. You can trade up to 12, but for the performance account, you can trade max 10. Catch my drift? You catch my drift? You can trade the max 10. So, that I think honestly are probably the biggest nerfs from the accounts. I think those are the cons. Oh yeah. Okay, there's some extra stuff. Um, Another thing is before you need to only get $50 or more to count as a trading day. Now you need like not trading day. You need like 5 days of $50 or more uh, to be able to request a payout. Now you need $300 or more to request a payout, which is another con. They raised the amount that you need minimum to make per day to count towards their quote unquote trading days. Their minimum five trading days. You can trade like you can have more trading days, but you need at least a minimum of 5 trading days of $300 or more. That's another con. Pretty significant, I think, because it's pretty difficult to make 300. Like make $50 and $300 are very different. Um, Especially if you're trading something like micros, I think it's very difficult, very different. So, it is what it is. I think that is probably gonna be a pain point for a lot of people. I don't think it's that big of an issue just because if you're reaching like, if you're reaching a payout to like, if you're trying to get like 10K in your account, or if you're just trying to get the minimum payout request, like you're gonna make more than $300 a day, in my opinion. Another kind of thing that they did, which is I don't know if it's a pro or con, it's like neutral. Okay, so I think for me, those are most of the cons. Uh, the max drawdown thing is only significant for the end of day, right? Max drawdown. Yeah, yeah. Make sure it just turns static after turns static, right? I mean, it should. It doesn't make sense that it turns static after. Anyways, okay. Oh wow, we didn't reach our target, which is what I really wanted here. The target is what I really wanted here. This target here, which is the gap fill. I think it's a reasonable target. Another push up I can try. One thing that I think is not like a good or bad thing is the max amount of payouts you can request now is 6 per account. And then afterwards, they will convert your account to um, like a live account, like their version of a live account, or they will uh, basically after that your account you can't trade those accounts anymore. You basically have to either trade new PA accounts, like get new PA accounts, or they'll convert you to live accounts or some version of that. I think that is probably more negative than pro because that kind of means that they kind of have the power to do whatever they want if you reach 6 payouts, which is kind of weird, right? You don't want them to have this ambiguous power over your accounts or the way you trade or whatnot. So I think it's a little bit weird, to be honest. That one's a little strange. It makes me feel weird. It kind of feels like, oh, there's no point. Like for me, like to get $1 million, then that would be difficult because that means I have to get brand new PA accounts, and like you have to like kind of mix and match. You gotta do a bunch of stuff here. It's a little bit strange. I could get owned here, but I'm gonna hold my stop loss. I think this is a proper stop loss for this situation. Um, I think it's a little weird, a little, I don't know. It's just kind of like arbitrary in my opinion. Like why would they do that? I think I'm dead here, so we're gonna put our stop loss. We're gonna raise our stop loss here. That's gonna be our next stop loss, and we're gonna be considered dead if we hit it. Um, but that's another thing they added. So uh, I think for the negatives, they're okay. They're okay. You can still get 20 PAs. They're okay. The negatives are not so horrendous that I think that it makes Apex just invalid. Um, I think the pros may outweigh the negatives. So those are the negatives, right? In short, the negatives are you trade less contract sizes, which for most people probably good for you. You're probably trading too heavy, um, and the other one is the the yeah, the $300 minimum payouts, $300 minimum trading day in order to consider trading day. I think it's kind of arbitrary and kind of stupid. And the 6 max payouts is kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. We still didn't hit our target. I'm still holding. Hopefully we'll hit another bull bar here. I think that was sealed a deal here, but we're still waiting for it. Get another bull bar of any type here. If we can get, but it looks like we can't get a bull bar, which is making things a little difficult. I think we're dead to rights here if we break this low. We're just gonna consider a loss. So those are the cons for me. The pros. The pros for me. I'm gonna lose this trade. Gosh darn it. It's all good. I had a target in mind, and I think I raised my stop loss appropriately, especially with the amount of risk I have. Yep. All right. All good. We'll take the hit. We'll take the hit. Unfortunate. The pros. The pros to me are okay. Well, hear me out. Here are some of the pros. I'm just gonna lay it straight out. Okay. The first pro. They got rid of the negative 30% consistency rule. They got rid of the negative 30% consistency rule. They raised the positive consistency rule from 30% up to 50%. They added a product that has end of day drawdown. Okay. Now this is why I think these are so significant. First, the getting rid of the negative consistency rule. I can't tell you how many times people get owned by the negative 30% consistency rule. That's probably one of the biggest killers for most people. And it's the most ambiguous. Not ambiguous, it's the most mysterious. Because you don't know you hit it. You just don't know you hit it. You don't unless you have some special tracking on your trading platform, you just don't know when you will hit the negative 30% consistency rule. And so it's just to me that's probably the biggest positive, right? The thing that basically killed most accounts, they just got rid of it. They're basically making it so when you can request a payout, you will get the money. It's not like will I get it or will I not. It's like 100% you will get the money if you get to the point where you can request payout. To me, that's a huge plus. Huge plus. They got rid of negative percent consistency rule. Another thing that people hate is the trailing drawdown, right? The accounts with trailing drawdown, they constantly get busted because of it. because you try to swing trade or you get huge gains one day or you get huge gains during the day and then you like suffer some losses and you have a break even day but you end up busting your account because of the trailing threshold, which is, I think a lot of people do not like that. And they added the end of the day drawdown product. I think for a lot of people, they're probably going to go towards that product. That's like, I don't know many people who would prefer the trailing drawdown rather than end of day drawdown. I'm trying to see, is there anything else different? No, I mean, it's the same thing. It's just, yeah. Yeah. So it's not much different. It's just end of day trailing threshold or intraday. So I think that is a huge plus. For payout, yeah, same payout rules. It's you need the safety net plus $100. Exactly. I think that's gonna prevent a lot of people from busting, and they added a daily loss limit for the end of day drawdown. The daily loss limit I think is fair. The 50K account, the daily loss limit is $1,000, which I think is fair, and that's only for, I believe. Let me see. Okay, it's also for the the eval. So to me, I think the daily. If you don't know how the daily loss limit works, if right for the 50K accounts, it's $1,000. You can look at it for per each account. But for example, the 50K, you have $1,000 daily loss limit. You have an end of day trailing end of day drawdown. So, ooh, pandas. I think I have to go big here. Unfortunately, I think I have to go big here. Unfortunately, I think I have to go pretty big here. We're gonna go big here. We're gonna go big. Oh, okay. Hold. Wait. Patient. I think I'm gonna go long here soon. Give me a pullback and come back up and I'll go long. Give me a pullback. Give me a higher low here. Give me a higher low here. Ooh, doesn't give me a higher low. Micro double bottom instead. Micro double bottom instead. Doesn't give me the higher low. Okay, there it is. Terrible signal bar. Go for it anyways. Golly. I don't care. Going for it anyways. We made a double top with this. That's the issue here. That's a big issue here, no? Double top, lower high double top. Give me a second here, Panis. I'm setting this up. Higher low, good signal bar. Higher low, good signal bar here. Oh. Oh. All right, counts got busted. I tried, pandas. I tried. I thought that was. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good setup still. I think it's still gonna go up higher. I just didn't have the trailing. I didn't have the trailing drawdown for it, unfortunately. The TPT counts. All good. Pandas. All right. So let me say. Where are we? Daily loss limit. So the moment you hit your daily loss limit, unrealized gains, it will just halt your trading and you can't trade for the rest of the day. So for so many people who bust their accounts, have those huge losing days, you won't have them anymore. You simply you cannot have them anymore. Those days that just bust your accounts, right? Every single one of us have, not every single, but if you trade long enough, most of us have like several days, even several weeks of excellent trading, and it just takes that one day to bust your accounts. This will prevent that. The daily loss limit is integrated with the product itself. So I think that's going to help a lot of people. So I think that's a plus. And lastly, the final pro was what was my final pro? It was end of day trial, no trailing threshold. Was another pro that I had? Let me think. Let me look at the counts again. Oh yeah, 50% consistency rule. You no longer need to like you can make half. That means in order for you to get a payout, you can make half your profits in one day and then half your profits the next day, right? And for so many of us, I like to let's just say to get to payouts, like for the 50K accounts, you need $3,000 to get to payouts. Minimum payout, right? Let's just say, right? Everyone wants to hit $3,000. Many of us, when we get to that 3,000, are not going to make 1,500 and 1,500 right in 2 days. Most of us will not. I don't think we will. But that's better than only making like $1,000 per day, right? $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, right? But you can make up to 1,500 now, and just in 2 days hit your profit target. So I think that's really good. So for me, that's to me why I don't think the contract size thing really bothers me that much is because I don't trade that many contracts. When you're trading minis, like you don't need to trade that many contracts. Like right now, I'm trading with TPT. I'm trading a lot of contracts here. I'm down big. I basically went all in right here to fill this gap, but we didn't get there. All good. You gotta try when you see the opportunity. But I think for me, the contract size thing, like they got rid of that's like, that's whatever. Like, you trade 1 to 2 contracts, good. That's fine. You could trade 4 contracts max. That's probably good for most of us where we're trading too large and we're busting our accounts because we're just trading too large. So, if anything, I think these rules will help a lot of people overcome a lot of the issues that they have without them knowing it, and might turn you more profitable. I've yet to. We'll wait and find out. We'll wait and see what happens. We'll see the end results of these like new rules, new products. But I think, I think the new products are slightly better than what they were. I think they are slightly better, to be honest, because they got rid of the big things, right? Like the things that they nerfed are things that I could not care that much about, but the things that they got rid of are really big ones, right? Really big ones. Yeah. So after 6 payouts, it's a little bit confusing. They are not clear on what happens. They say that you can either trade more PAs, or they'll convert you to live accounts, some other type of accounts. But yeah, after 6 payouts, they'll close. But uh, six max payouts, I believe. Let me see 1 second. I gotta see. Can you just ask for a payout? Let me see what the new payout rules are. Payout. End of day payouts. What is this? To request a payout, your end of day performance account must meet all of the following requirements. Minimum balance to request. Max payout 6. How much can you account? Max payouts. Okay, they tiered the payouts. It's kind of weird because does that mean you have to get max payouts every single? No, it doesn't make sense. You have to get max payouts. So it's weird because it shouldn't be like six. It shouldn't be a number amount of payouts. It should be like a payout amount. You know what I mean? Because they said like the max payouts is 6, but you can request like $500 per payout, and then they're gonna close your accounts. Is that what's happening? Like, so you can request $500, but you know what I'm saying, Pandas? Like, it shouldn't be a certain a max amount of times. It should be more of the amount of money you take out of these accounts. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get 6 minimum payouts or 6 max payouts, and they're gonna be completely different. And depending on what they do, it may not be worth it to just get 6 minimum payouts. I don't know. It's weird. It depends on what they do after the payouts. Like I'm not sure what they're gonna do. That is a question yet to be answered. What happens after 6 payouts? It's pronate. You get 6 payouts with cap. After the 6th payout, they close the account and give you all your profits. Each account has a max like 50K. End of day has 260K max. Interesting. That actually doesn't make much sense to me. Are you sure that's the rules? Are you sure that's what happens? You get 6 cap after 6. They close your account? I don't know. Wait, where did you hear this? Interesting. 1 second. Pandas, I'm gonna have to answer that question later. I'm not entirely sure what happens after 6 payouts. I mean, if they give you all your money, then it's kind of weird, just cause. Yeah, after the 6th account, they determine. Yeah, I know about that. They either switch to live, you have to start over again. But that's kind of annoying because you have to start from evals again and get your PA counts. Like, it's kind of weird in my opinion. They're live when they are accept you. Yep, exactly. I'm shadow banned, and I do not know why. I can't get out of the shadow ban. I've been shadow banned for a long time, but wait, we're still strong. 46 viewers, I'll take it. Yeah, I understand their reasoning. They're probably getting owned by these huge payouts, and people trying to get payouts like JCap getting these huge payouts, and now they're making it so you can't even get $1 million payouts. So I can't even like this challenge I'm trying to do, $1 million challenge. Like you can't actually do it with these new accounts, which is kind of dumb. You know what I mean? It's kind of dumb. Um, yeah, I ended up losing this trade anyway. So golly, that's very tricky. That's very tricky. We could not fill the gap. Super frustrating. Super annoying. But that's the kind of day we're having. We know how to fill the gap when you're that close. It is just very tricky. Very tricky. It's a downtrend now. I don't feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable going short now. Right, we missed the gap, or we're running away from it, and we may not come back up to it today. It is what it is. Golly. Oh, 20 counts, I see. That was including 20 counts. So, like, for instance, let's see, payouts. With the new products, end of day payouts, you can do 6 max payouts and let's just say 450K counts because that's probably 2,500 plus 3,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000 plus 4,000 plus 5,000. So you can pull out 23,500 per account times 20. That's 470K with. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think you get the rest of the money. I don't think you get rest of the money of your account. It says on this, in their article, it says, PAs are limited to the max payout specified below, regardless of the total profit generated in the account. After 6 payouts, the PA is closed, and you'll be able to obtain another PA by qualifying for another evaluation. So what happens to like all those? What happens to all those profits? What? I don't think this raises some more questions for me. This raises some more questions for me. It doesn't say anything about they liquidate your account and give you all the profits inside it. They do not say that. It does not say anything about that. And if it does, I want to see it. I need to read it. This is crazy. Actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Hey. Weird. Huh. Yeah, weird. Some questions still about that. Not sure. Like if you have 800K, so they have a max. Where do they show you this max? And that's really stupid. If they cap how much money you can pull out of the hard-earned money you've earned. Oh, sorry. The minimum you need is not $300, it's $250. There's a minimum amount you need is $250. There's a minimum daily profit. It's $250. Wait, trade must meet the minimum. Oh wait, each count size has a different minimum amount. Wait, they didn't tell you. This is, oh my gosh. Minimum trading days, minimum daily profit. Yeah, okay. So the 25K is $100. The 50K is $250. 100K is $300. 150K is $350. So it's different amounts, different minimum daily profit amounts. This is crazy. They have a max payout cap. Let me see. Where is that? Let me read it. I must have missed it. Safety max payouts, min daily payouts. Max payout cap. I need to find this article. No, you don't have to be profitable every day. But for trading day to count, you need to have a minimum profit. And you need 5 trading days. As we dig deeper, the max payout thing is the most silly one in my opinion. I mean, to be real, probably most of us won't even get to that point, but it's a bit silly because it kind of feels like you're just capped of how much money you can make with Apex. It's weird. I don't know. It's yet to be seen how good these new rules are. It's yet to be seen. We'll probably fill the gap here. I mean, we're just so close to it. And it's like a 5th attempt to try to fill it. And it's pretty strong. Going up. Golly. I need to see this article. I don't know where this 250K max cap article is. If they like liquidate your account to 250K. I just don't see it. I gotta find it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I need to find it. I don't know where it is. Not sure. Apex 3.0. Apex 3.0. Let's see if it's better. I don't know. I mean, Apex 2.0 was absolute trash. Apex 3.0. I just don't know. I just don't know. The only thing that keeps me at Apex is 20 accounts. But if they're capping the max, you can withdraw from them. I don't know. That's kind of stupid. I gotta see this article where you can at least pull out 250K per account because that's pretty good, right? 250K, that's a lot. That's a lot of money if you can pull out 250K. That's fine with me, but I'll be pretty surprised if we don't fill the gap here. I'll be quite surprised if we don't fill the gap here. But even from here, we've gone in a really sketchy way. It's super annoying. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, we probably fill the gap here, but geez, in a very, very choppy way. It's very choppy thing, anyways. Um, Pandas, I'm gonna try to figure out what happens after 6 trading days, after 6 payouts. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I think that will actually determine if I continue with Apex or not. If they don't let you pull out the money that's in your account that you worked so hard for, then to me that is just ridiculous. But I need to read the article. I need to find it. I'm reading this article that talks about the payouts, and it does not mention anything about a max amount of payouts. Yeah, it doesn't say anything here. You'd think it would be here if it does talk about that, but okay. I mean, if we don't fill it here, then this is just chopped. This day is chopped. If we don't fill this gap here with this, if we break a previous candle's low before we fill this gap, this day is chopped. I'll tell you that right now. It is absolutely chopped if we can't fill this gap here. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay, we finally filled the gap. Jeez. Wow. Why would you fill the gap in literally the worst way possible? What is this? That's terrible. Anyways. Pandas, I'm going to reach out to Apex and figure out what happens after that 6 payout. It's in the payout details. No. What I'm talking about is what sorry, what's his name? Yeah, we filled the gap and we just reversed right off of it. It just showed that I had a hard time getting up there. It's Pro Nate says they allow you to pull out 250K per account. So after that 6 payout, they liquidate your account and then you can keep 250K of those profits. You can keep 250K of those profits. So basically, you do not want to take that 6 payout until you get 250K in your account. Then you get that 6 payout. Minimum profit per day is not just 250. It depends on what account size you have. Every account size is different. I need to see where they allow you to pull out the rest of the money. Cause then in that case, it's fair. Cause 250K times 20, that's insane, right? 250 times 20 is what, 10 million? 5 million. So it's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with 5 million. It's fine with me. Anyways, pandas. All right, pandas. I think that's it for today. We try to make some bamboo. The day is absolutely chopped right now, so couldn't make our bamboo. I thought we are gonna fill the gap here. I put it all in, and obviously it didn't. So it is what it is. Pandas, it is what it is. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see. I mean, I want some PAs, but we'll see if we get them. Pandas. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, happy drinking. Bye.